Hi YouTube people. This will be my last video to show you what all I am planting out, the rest of what I'm planting out for my plant sale. I think I've already done beans and stuff, so those are just for me here. But this is what I will be planting out and offering for sale. So let's jump into that and get started. Now I did a video on my squash and cucumbers and stuff, but I wound up going over to Baker Creek and ordering a pack that I didn't have, and I really want to get these planted out so that I can offer those up. And that's just some golden zucchini. I did not have any regular golden zucchini. I did a trade for these Job's Tears, and I don't know how well they will do here in my climate, but I want to try them out. The lady was just very generous. That is a whole pack, and it says that these are like an ancient type of grain. They use these for rosary beads, which I probably wouldn't do that so much, but I'm really curious if these will grow. I want to know more about them. And then I'm going to start some of these in my greenhouse and then plant them out into the garden. I grew Swiss chard last year, and it came in as kind of like really handy after I was diagnosed with diabetes, because I would eat scrambled eggs every morning, and until the chard ran out, we were putting some Swiss chard in the eggs, and I really enjoyed that, and I want to get back to that, because how that evolved is now I'm eating like a 3-egg omelet. It's very low carb, but I don't think it's the healthiest for me. And then it's got like bacon bits that have already been rendered, so the fat's not there and stuff. But I think there's healthier choices, and this would be one of them. And then I'm going to start some New England. That's not New England. It's New Zealand spinach, because I hear that this will grow in warm weather. And so I really do want to try that. Pardon me. Things are in bloom. We've got like, what is that? Wild currant. And it's a native wild currant to here. And then I got like a little dogwood tree and stuff down in the rock pit. And all the leaves coming out. And my allergies are telling me all about it. And then I always plant or start flowers. And this is called linen zinnia. I got this in a trade, or I claimed it for I don't remember. I think it was maybe an SASE. I looked these up online, and they are stunning. They're like a cream color, big puffy zinnia, and they're tinged with like pinky peach color. And I can't wait to grow those. Those are going to be so pretty. And then Baker Creek, they always send free seeds. Well, with a couple of my orders now, they've sent me Purple Prince zinnias. They're so pretty. And let's see, moving on with the zinnias, we're going to do the Redmond Super Cactus. I love how they just look different. All the zinnias look different. Cinderella Fizz. See how they all just look different? Pink Senorita. And these are ones that I had actually gotten last year, but they came in too late to make it into my plant sale, so I did not plant those. I had to wait till this year. I did, however, plant the Mazurkia. This is so pretty. And then this year we bought just one variety. And I called my husband over to the computer, and I'm like, which one catches your eye? And for whatever reason, we both picked the same one. And this one is called Dream Deep Rosy Lavender. And we just thought it was so pretty. So those will be the zinnias for this year. And then we have nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are always in my garden. Always. I'm not planting out every type that I have this year. I'm going to go with ones that bring me joy. They were not a good seller, and that's okay. They don't have to be. But I will plant out, we'll start a bunch of them because I plan on, we have a retaining wall. For those that don't know, up here on our farm, cat here, we live on the edge of an old rock pit. And so there, where our fifth wheel sits, we live in our camp trailer all year, full time. Where our trailer sits, it was on a area that has a retaining wall that was gravelled in. And so it's pretty rough gravel. It's like kind of like the gravel that they'd put down on a new logging road or whatever. And but anyways, we got this retaining wall, and the bad thing about it is this area is full of snakes, and I just don't like snakes. But the good thing is nasturtiums like the poor soil, and so we have tall trailing mixed nasturtiums that I want to start out and tuck in there in those pockets, and they'll like to start cascading and go all over the place. I'm also going to put some of the phoenix in there because I just think that will be pretty. And then I have orchid flame, which are just stunning. We have whirlybird rose. That's a new one that I got this year. And then let's see, I think I got these new too. Peach melba, which I've grown before, and cherry rose. So those will be my nasturtiums for this year. Yes, I have like Yeti, I have the day and night mix and all of that. I have all of those. I'm not going to plant those out this year because I just want some good old standards and get them established. With those tall trailing mix that I'm going to put in the retaining wall, those are the ones that will readily reseed themselves year after year. That's what I'm going for. I want it to be low maintenance, and that's exactly what those will do for me. So that is what I'm going for. And I hope it's successful. Now, lastly, the last bit of what I'm planting out are herbs. And so we have garlic chives, and I've got several of those, so I will plant, I don't know, I'm going to probably say at least 5 to 7 pots of garlic chives this year. This year, we are going to do some Vertismo, and it's like France's equivalent to parsley, and it's called chervil, and it's just got a wonderful flavor. I've grown it before. It's good stuff, and I just don't think that people grow it enough around here. I am missing some. Another thing that I am growing is chamomile. This is probably German chamomile. It's the most common. Now, I don't know where my seeds went, but I also have the Kelpie golden or golden marguerite chamomile. I have Roman chamomile. I have Zloty land chamomile. And then I have the German chamomile, and I'll be growing them all out. I need to grab at least 3-4 of those pots, pull them back for myself, because every time I start it, everybody buys them all, and I never get to grow it. And this year, I'm going to be greedy, and I'm going to grab out 3 or 4 pots. I'll put them in the back grow tunnel on top of the fridge where nobody can grab them, and I'm going to have chamomile. That's just how that goes. And then we have some Provence French summertime. Let's see here, what do we got? I got a couple of dill varieties. The first one is called Alligator. And then I have indoor dill, which doesn't look like it gets very big, which is fine with me. And then for my tea garden, we have lemon balm and Portuguese parsley. It just looks like a flat leaf variety. And let's see. I'm gonna move these, put these back to where I'd have some more room here. And then let's see, we have Giant of Italy parsley. Grow this quite a bit, and it's a really good variety. It gets tall, but you know, when you're juicing, which is what I really love to do with parsley, is put it in juices, vegetable juices particularly, especially with tomato juice. The stems and everything, it's got such great flavor. Really like it. And let's see here, where is the other one? I thought I had another pack of this. I do. And then I have the Japanese parsley, Mitsuba. Going to give that one a whirl. We have Greek Mountain Mint Tea, Greek Mountain Tea. It's a mint variety. Some curly leaf parsley. Some just oregano. It says it's a container variety. We will see. Fenugreek. This is predominant in Indian cuisine, and they use the seeds. It's also called methi. And the greens are also, you can eat those as a pot herb, from what I'm understanding. So it's very nutritional. And I have grown it before. I grew it in a very shallow raised bed, wasn't in full sun. So I want to give it a fair shot where we have some good sunlight and stuff and see how it does. And I can tell you it smells wonderful. Orange yellow thyme, and I do have a big pot of this growing out there, but I want to start some more. And let's see, everything else I believe is, yep, basil, except this one. And I'm definitely going to start some lemongrass. I tried to start seeds last year of lemongrass, and apparently they weren't very fresh, so it didn't grow very well, which was a bummer. And let's see here. I think we have sweet basil, and I think it's the same as these two, which are just sweet Italian. I think those all three are the same exact type of basil. And so we have those. And then lemon basil. More lemon basil. Cinnamon basil. It's got beautiful flowers on it. Blue spice basil. Thai sweet basil. I had more basil than this too, which I need to find those. Well, these are for sale, so that's fine. The other ones that I have, I'm going to keep for myself. We have Persian basil. This is a really good variety. I've grown it before. I really like it. And then I have Toscano Mendonetto, which looks like a shorter variety that would do really well in a pot. And this is my favorite variety, called lettuce leaf. And it grows huge leaves on it, and you can actually use them as wraps if you want. Or like you could do a Mediterranean taco if you wanted to, like do some ahi tuna or something with maybe a gremolata and a lettuce leaf wrap. That would be so good. Anyway, if you didn't know, in another life I was a food blogger and a recipe creator. So yeah, I cooked my way around the world. So I've always got ideas whenever I see different things, when, you know, especially out in my garden. If I'm growing something, before I ever plant it out there, I have an idea of what it is that I want to do with it before I ever grow it. So anyway, that will be the last stuff that, besides all my tomatoes, which I'm working on. I've gotten over 300 planted. They're in a pot, up potted for our plant sale. And that's not even one tray. I still got like 20 cells of one tray left to do, and I had to quit because I got really cold outside, and I think I gave myself an ear infection. So I have been stuck inside, and right now I'm looking out there and it's almost 50 degrees, no rain clouds in sight, 76 degrees in the greenhouse, and my husband is not home. He's helping somebody with an electrical problem and has been for the past couple of days. Anyhow, that is what is growing on. Looking forward to this weekend. I want to get my hands back into some soil, get these things up potted, get them in the greenhouse so they can start percolating for the sale next month. And we're set to get baby geese on Sunday. So stay tuned for that. So if you haven't, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, leave me a comment. I like to answer any questions that you have. And with that, I'll say later.